So far, we are raising a lot of money. We appreciate you all for being here. Remember that this is a fundraiser. Remember, we want to thank you once again. Can I have a quick round of applause now that we've had a chance to talk about Sean Kirst and his message tonight about everything great that happens right here. Thank you, Sean. That is amazing. I forgot about the shoe guy, the device for the shoes. That's awesome. So thank you so much. And he mentioned meeting our next speaker, Don Cambareri, and the passion of being able to run an energy device off of the passion and energy that Don Cambareri brings to this organization. And again, I've been involved with the Challenger family and part of the Challenger family for the past 3 years. And I've known Don Cambareri for the last 3 years. And I can honestly say, there is nobody like Don Cambareri. And he is so special and so passionate about this Challenger Baseball League, about baseball, about hockey, about his family, about our community, that in the short time that I've come to know Don, I can honestly say he is a true friend, somebody that I look up to, somebody that I admire, and somebody that I will go through a wall for this Challenger Baseball. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I have a warm round of applause for Mr. Don Cambareri.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I am so glad that everybody is here tonight. I wish to welcome our Master of Ceremonies, Jason Smorrell. Is he awesome or what? Let's hear it. And our keynote speaker, Sean Kirst, who just killed it tonight. Thanks, Sean. Our presenting sponsors, John and Linda Law, again coming to Challenger and to the Field of Dreams with your huge support. Thank you. Dennis Cleary, Ed Michaelenko, and our friends from the town of DeWitt, thank you for being here. And of course, our Challenger baseball families, all right, and all of our distinguished donors and our major supporters of the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. I am so glad that you guys are all here tonight. Before I start, I think it's deserving. Let's hear one more round of applause for our Baseball Bash coordinator, Jennifer Savastino, and her volunteers for bringing us such a tremendous evening tonight. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, everybody. 4 years ago, this very week, in this very room, we presented the Carrier Park Field of Dreams multi-athletic sports complex plan for the very first time to a group of governmental and business leaders, to corporate entities, private individuals, and to friends and family of Syracuse Challenger Baseball and District 8 Little League. We had no money, but we had a dream. And what happened that night, right in this room, was truly magical. Our community rallied around our dream and to build a sports complex that was truly accessible to children and adults of all abilities. Fast forward 4 years to May 21st, 2016. The grand opening of the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. We experienced the joy of the Syracuse Challenger baseball players playing for the very first time, side by side, with their Little League peers from East Syracuse, Fayetteville, Manlius, and Phoenix on those two terrific championship baseball fields. This summer, we experienced the magnificence of 270 Challenger baseball players on 18 teams, the largest Challenger division in the world, right here in Syracuse, and they played at the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. We were able to host tournaments involving players and families from all over the state of New York, the entire Northeast United States, and from Canada. We were able to welcome Special Olympics girls softball. And for 2017, major tournaments and leagues have already signed up to play at the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. But perhaps, in the greatest development of all, and you heard Dennis Cleary say it tonight, the town of DeWitt and the DeWitt Parks and Recreation have announced that they are going to build the $850,000 Challenger Field of Dreams Special Adaptive Service Field beginning in 2017. How does a miracle like this happen? I would suggest to everybody here tonight, it's because of the efforts of many unsung heroes who were inspired to make a difference for the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. Now, unsung heroes of this project include our Challenger players and their parents and their families. In just a little while, you are going to see and experience an amazing video that will reveal why the heart and soul of the Challenger baseball program and the special needs community are at the center of the inspiration for this magnificent sports facility. Let me give you a great example. Challenger baseball player Lisa Weinstein and her parents, Howard and Ellen Weinstein, are truly Carrier Park unsung heroes. As a young 11-year-old girl with developmental disabilities back in 1991, Lisa Weinstein was brought to Challenger baseball for the first time by her parents. Prior to that moment, Howard and Ellen Weinstein experienced the fears, the anxieties, and the trepidations felt by all special needs parents as to whether Lisa's physical and developmental limitations would ever allow her to play America's great game. Like many special needs parents, both back in 1991 and today in 2016, the Weinsteins didn't know exactly how they would answer their daughter if she asked, "Do you think that they will let me play?" Well, Lisa Weinstein, through Challenger baseball, did play. And Lisa played for 10 straight years until age 21. And for those 10 years, Howard and Ellen Weinstein sponsored Lisa's baseball team in Challenger. And every summer, the Weinstein family celebrated the overwhelming joy that participating in Challenger baseball brought into Lisa's life. Now, in 2001, because of age limits on Challenger, Lisa had to abruptly stop playing Challenger baseball. She lamented to her parents how disappointing it was for her personally to be deprived of playing the game that she enjoyed so much. Howard and Ellen, however, they remained hopeful that someday, somehow, Lisa will have the opportunity to play Challenger baseball once again. Now, Howard and Ellen remained eternally grateful to the Challenger baseball program for the opportunity that it had provided to Lisa, and continued to sponsor Challenger baseball for 25 straight years, and they are our dessert table sponsor here this evening. What about Lisa? Well, because of the presence of the Carrier Park Field of Dreams and the new Challenger Baseball Adult Division, Lisa Weinstein made her triumphant return to Challenger Baseball in 2016 after waiting 15 long years at age 38, and played her very first game at Carrier Park with all of her friends and all of her peers. In the video you're about to see, you will see Lisa and her Challenger teammates express her joy and their joy over her return to Challenger baseball. Let's hear it for the Weinstein family and our Challenger families here tonight. They are our Carrier Park Field of Dreams unsung heroes. But there are more unsung heroes in the house. Our Master of Ceremonies, Jason Smorrell, is a Carrier Park Field of Dreams unsung hero. 3 years ago, as the new general manager of the Syracuse Chiefs, Jason was asked to turn our beloved ball team around, not only financially, but also to reconnect and reestablish the team as a vibrant member of our community. One of the first things that Jason did was call in the representatives of Syracuse Challenger baseball into his office, and he announced to us that the Syracuse Chiefs would partner with Challenger baseball not only to support our program, but also to be a major player in our efforts to build the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. For the last 3 years, Jason and the Syracuse Chiefs Foundation have been the league sponsor for Challenger baseball. Jason and his staff have lent their expertise to help us make Carrier Park a tournament class facility. Jason has also raised a lot of funds for Challenger baseball and the Carrier Park Field of Dreams at the last 3 Chiefs Hot Stove Nights and at last year's Baseball Bash, and he is back again here tonight as our Master of Ceremonies. Unbelievable. But let me tell you something. What is perhaps Jason's greatest act of all to help the Carrier Park Field of Dreams? Jason has taken great pride in the fact that for every baseball team that he has ever worked for in his career, he was always present for the opening pitch of every home game played. That is thousands of ball games, my friends, and Jason was there. Yet, on May 21st, 2016, Jason missed the opening pitch of the home game of the Syracuse Chiefs. You want to know why? Because Jason Smorrell was at the Carrier Park Field of Dreams grand opening so that he could view the opening pitch made by County Executive Jody Mahoney to Challenger baseball player Taylor Perkins to help us celebrate our magnificent new facility. Thank you, Jason Smorrell, for being our Carrier Park Field of Dreams unsung hero. unsung heroes can also be found from the humble members of our community. And I am reminded of a couple of special conversations that I had with two other unsung heroes of the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. One conversation was with our presenting sponsor, Mr. John Law, about 5 years ago, when he first made a dramatic impact as a major sponsor of the Syracuse Challenger baseball program. At that time, John told both myself and my co-program director, Dean Perkins, that he would support our desire to build a field of dreams for our community and for the special needs children, because, as he put it, it is the right thing to do. Another conversation I had was in early 2013 with Dave Shearoff, the CEO and co-owner of the Metro Mattress Corporation. As many of you know, Dave and his wife Rebecca have made a major impact on our Central New York community with their fundraising efforts with the Jim and Julie Boeheim Foundation, with a focus on helping kids in need and crushing cancer. In my first meeting with Dave, we discussed how ambitious this project was. But Dave looked at me square in the eye and he said, "We would get it done." And those were your words. Especially for the special needs kids, Dave said, because, he went on, it is the right thing to do. Who are, perhaps, the greatest unsung heroes of all for the Carrier Park Field of Dreams? It is each and every one of you sitting in this room present here tonight. Despite your busy lives and your hectic schedules, you have chosen to be here, inspired to make a difference for your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, to leave the legacy of a facility that is accessible to all. Now, what does inspired to make a difference mean? It means that we have been motivated to step outside of ourselves, to utilize our God-given talents to benefit others in such a way so as to enrich their lives in a more meaningful, physical, developmental, emotional, and spiritual way. My friends, isn't that exactly what we have done with the Carrier Park Field of Dreams? Let's go forward and make a difference together by finishing the greatest fully integrated, fully handicapped sports complex that this country has ever seen. Go out then, amongst your families and your friends, and into your communities, and be ambassadors for us. Be ambassadors for the completion of the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. If we succeed together, then perhaps we will have finally reached God's level of perfection intended for us and intended for our children. Now, when a special needs child comes into the Carrier Park Field of Dreams for the first time and looks up at his or her parents with their eyes filled with hope and asks, "Do you think that they will let me play?" There will be no more anxiety. There will be no more fear. There will be no more trepidation. and all the tears will be wiped away. Because Central New York's answer to that child and to that family is, yes, you are welcome here, and yes, you can play here at the Carrier Park Field of Dreams. So, as we prepare to watch this inspirational video of the Carrier Park Field of Dreams, I want to ask one final question. I want to ask my son Antonio to help me with a question. Antonio, come on up. Here's the question for everybody. Why should we move vigorously forward to complete the rest of this magnificent facility known as the Willis Carrier Recreation Center, Carrier Park's Field of Dreams? Because, my friends, after all, it is the right thing to do. Thank you, and God bless everybody.